Hi, I'm Carlene from Heart Centered Life. I am a mentor coach and I'm in service to migraineurs, new life story seekers, and meditators. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about meditation. Once a year, I teach a 10-week Learn to Meditate course. And it's obviously for people who want to learn to meditate. I call it Learn to Meditate with Soul. It's also for alumni. Quite a few people have taken this course over the years, and then they often repeat it, just because it's quite it's not a dense course, but there's a lot of information that comes up in 10 weeks for people. And I use a book. This book was the course was inspired by the book. The book is Soul Centered. It's by one of my teachers, Sarah McLean. And I use it because it's Transform Your Life in 8 Weeks with Meditation. I've adapted my course based on her information to 10 weeks. And it's a really good reference and a really good guide so that we have structure and format as we go along. Every time I teach this course, it's slightly different because there's a different group of people who show up and they have different emphasis, different ways of bringing what they need to the class. So the class has this organic feel, but at the same time, we're all following a same structure. So I just wanted to share a little bit about some of the chapters so you have a sense of what the book is about. I recommend that people either buy the book or borrow it ahead of time and either skim it or read the whole thing through once before coming to the class, just because it gives a little more of a base, a little more of a foundation. It's not necessary. Sometimes people show up to the first class with the book for the first time and they're just reading chapter by chapter as we go along. But the first week, week 1, is called Awareness, Be Here Now. And it starts with a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. The past is gone, the future is not yet here. If we do not go back to ourselves in the present, we cannot be in touch with life. So it just gives a sense of the approach to the class. So awareness, be here now. So we do focus on meditating throughout the whole 10 weeks every day. So it's developing a very strong practice for people, which is the foundation of everything. If you can't practice meditating, then obviously your practice doesn't evolve or develop. So awareness, be here now. We talk about the importance of presence, and it does seem to be something that a lot of people struggle with, especially now with rising stress levels and emotion, for lack of a better word, in the world. Chapter 2 is peace, stress less. So we talk about stress and sort of the hallmarks of stress and how to choose peace, how to work with peace, how to cultivate peace in your life. Because peace is really an internal process and a practice like gratitude. We talk about week 3, freedom, begin with the beginner's mind. Oftentimes, especially when we start to meditate, we start to realize how much baggage we have cluttering up our thoughts and our emotions and taking up space in our bodies. And a beginner's mind is really an open mind. It's really allowing for new information to come in and to recognize also where old stories and old patterns are keeping a person stuck. Now, we don't really get into a lot of I just want to be clear that the class is about meditation and the focus is always about meditation. It's not about me coaching you in your personal issues. We don't sidetrack into trauma stories and past life stuff and all of the things that can come up for people if they have an interest in growth, spiritual growth especially. They're often taking different types of classes and working into different modalities. This class is very much about meditation. It's about giving you the tools to learn to meditate, to develop a home practice, and to cultivate a meditation practice on your own. There are thousands and thousands of apps. There are thousands and thousands of YouTube videos that you can follow. But this is a live course with people that you can dialogue with, and with me as a long-term meditator and as a meditation teacher, you can ask questions, and you can also meditate together live with a group. Just a few other things. The class is non-denominational, so there is no lineage or particular background that you need to take the course. And I'm very much focused on the structure of meditation and the tools that you need to learn to meditate, not on any particular focus or slant, for lack of a better way to say it. So this is starting in September. It's September 19th. It runs for 10 weeks. Again, it's a live class, so there will be recordings after, but the point is to really cultivate a sense of commitment. I think commitment is probably the biggest focus here, in the sense that, again, with all of these different ways to learn to meditate today, with apps and programs and recordings and etc., all of these things are useful, but what they tend to lack is an accountability or a commitment that is built into showing up. And so this is an important class for that reason. If that interests you, please reach out. You can message me here. This will be on Facebook. You can go to my website, which is www.heartcentered.ca. You can message me there through contact form, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I usually keep the classes below 20. I am not looking for a huge class. I feel like the intimacy and the connections tend to get a bit more difficult to manage the bigger the class is. So you can expect a smaller class. And I think I'll just leave it at that for now, but I definitely encourage you to reach out if you have questions. Thank you.